Hello. I am on earlier than I said. So, um, hopefully people can just come in as they want, but there's a lot to get to. And I wanted to, oh, it looks like my connection is bad, my internet. So, am I jumpy? Hey, Crimezilla. Is it catching or freezing or anything like that? Oh, I, I never know. I might have to shut my computer down if it is. That's what I had to do last time. It was super annoying. Hey, Chris. Chaotic duty and crime. No glitch. Okay, cool. Okay, so I have some no use for a name. I love that. No use for a name. Seems like it needs to be said with a British accent for some reason, but it looks fine. So, okay. Hey, Dee, how are you? Glad to have you here. We are going to get to the final episode of Criminal History, Anthony Greeno. Yeah, so it's been a long journey of discovery, and yeah, but I am glad that it is about to be over, at least for the criminal history part. I was thinking about reaching out to some fellow YouTubers to see if they would want to do a collaboration with me on, like, I don't know if you guys watched that episode from a while back with Garret Kirts that I did. It was when I was just kind of starting out on YouTube, and it was pretty rough. Like, let's just be real. And it was called Deliberating Death by Garret Kirts. So I kind of want to do the same thing with Greeno, because there is a lot, and I've been going through and systematically trying to organize my 30, almost 34,000, which is insane. That what am I going to do with 34,000 photos and mostly screenshots and videos and screen records, and I need to take like a month's break and just organize it all, because I don't even know. I mean, it goes back to, well, this phone was like 2018. So my other phone, yeah, was 2017, the one I probably really need to get. Oh no. Your providers down across Canada? That stinks. Stealing their Wi-Fi. I love that. That's awesome. Hey Lipsha. What's up, girl? Hey, Professor Pug. How are you? Oh, did Professor Pug use the fork yet? Has she used it? I need to get to YouTube. I changed the fork, so I'm hoping that forking looks better. I'll tell you that. I've been trying to work on um, those. So hopefully we'll have some better things for members here coming soon. Share, hey, how are you? It's good to see you here. Shanda, hi. Just saying hi. You're probably working. See, I knew it. Bummer. Oh my God. The fork is you can't even see it. It's like it's so tiny. It is like microscopic. I, I have I have I have nailed microscopic forks. I'm sorry, I got giggled. I can't see it. It looks like a speck of dust on my phone. Oh or teeny weeny fork. Yeah. Well, an eyelash. So you better get to working on my fork, Professor Bug, because obviously I'm freaking failing at it. Oh, where are you guys getting those forks? Those forks are a tiny bit bigger. What a nightmare. My goodness. Okay, so let's get on track. Yeah, they're really tiny, aren't they? Okay, well, I'm gonna need to work on that again. Right. I'm gonna try to see if I can make that a bit bigger. A bit bigger. Okay, so I have some updates just on cases I was going to kind of go over real quick. And let me get started because it's going to be a long, long time. Long time. Hey, Lake, how are you? All right, first up, we have, oh Lord. Greeno is still in the Carroll County Jail. I called this week. I believe it was on Wednesday. So as of Wednesday, he is in the Carroll County Jail. That has been confirmed. If you don't believe me, you are happy to, you can call them yourselves. He's not been transferred. And my guess is that it has something to do with the appeal. Hopefully, by the time we get to the end of the tonight, like we'll know why he was even able to appeal. I don't get it. Garret Kenneth Kirts, the murderer of Nicole Bowen and Ray Hainish, is not in the Carroll County Jail or any other county jails. He is listed as an inmate at Pendleton Correctional Facility, and you can get on the DOJ, the Indiana Department of Corrections, or, not DOJ, I don't know why I said that, but Indiana Department of Corrections, and find him on there. Here might be what's happening. I'm not sure, but his first name is spelled Garret, not TT. And you have to be on that one. You have to be like super specific. You can't spell anything wrong. But if you just type in Kurtz, he pops up. There's only like 5 or 6 Kurtz in the in that. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's at Pendleton, and that rumor can just be put to rest. Hopefully, you can like just verify things. I don't even know why that is even a thing, other than I could see Greeno trying to spread that lie. To be honest, I'm not saying that's what happened, but very well could be. Anthony Dibiah, the murderer of Nakota Kelly, his pretrial hearing and jury trial have been rescheduled yet again for September 14th of 2022 at 1:00, and the jury trial is set for September 26th of 2022 at 9:00. Ashley Garth, Lord, Court of Appeals upheld her conviction in January of 2022. She has filed for post-conviction relief, and she did that in February of this February of 2022. So there is a hearing for her post-conviction relief, and it is scheduled for November 2nd of this year, and she will be transferred from the Rockville prison for her hearing. Right? It's so annoying. And you can find that in my case or DocsPop to verify what I'm saying. Garret Kirts does not, unfortunately, he does not have any pending charges according to my case in DocsPop. And I have no updates for Justice for Ray. It is just really, really sad. And it's really, really an injustice what has happened. And prosecutor Robert Guy, I have not forgotten. And think I have a plan. But I can't do it by myself. I can't. There are things that I cannot do. As a person that is not I can't, as a person that's not related to Ray, as a person that is not a lawyer. So, but I do have some ideas, and we need to get things moving before, because there is statute of limitations on charging someone, especially if it's not with murder. And so we don't want to miss that opportunity. And I feel like the prosecutor, Robert Guy, is purposefully delaying. Um, of course, we want justice for Ray, and justice for Ray, and anything short of charging him with the murder of Ray Hainish is not justice. And so I feel that from all that I looked into and all that I have seen, Ray Hainish was targeted by Garret Kirts for the sole purpose of he was a gay man. And he sought him out on a dating app for men. And that, to me, that's a hate crime. So that is a charge, that is a aggravating circumstance, and it is a charge in and of itself that holds some prison time. And it just seems like everybody wants to I, and it's hard because I really do love and respect and most law enforcement agencies and judicial agencies, and I also not dumb. It's pretty obvious what's going on. It's pretty obvious, um, and it's not right. So it would be good to see some movement again for justice for Ray. I don't have the link, but please keep joining. I see people still joining Justice for Ray Facebook page, and I hope that you will continue to do that. We need an army. We really do. Shannon Pauk, there was an article recently released, and I would like to read that real quick. And that is a case that is so dear to my heart, and it is another one that I feel like, that quote, justice delayed is justice denied. I think that in my heart of hearts, I feel like they know who killed Shannon. And it's a matter of, I think, well, it's a tough one. And one day I'm just going to not give a fork, and I am going to blast like out, like not blast out, because it's not about like calling anyone out or to the carpet or anything, but what I feel in my heart happened to Shannon Pauk and why justice is being delayed, you know. And yeah, but anyways, I'm going to share my screen and then read this. Are any of you familiar with Brooke? I'm going to definitely screw up her last name, but we'll get that on. I'm going to shut that down. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. This precious little girl. This is written by Brooke Shu. I know I didn't say that right, but she was a huge advocate and helped Sarah with her sister, and Sarah Turney, which I always end up saying it's either Tooney or Turney, and for some reason my brain just will not. I say the wrong one every time. I either say Tooney when it's Turney or Turney when it's Tooney. I'm sure someone in the chat knows. Sloopy, hey, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Um, and Sharon, hello, Sharon. I'm glad you're here too. Lynette, hello. Let's see. See if I've missed anyone. I'm sorry if I have. Um, okay, back to it. Voice of the victim, Shannon Pauk. August 2001 was supposed to be a normal summer day for 11-year-old Shannon Nicole Pauk of Prattville, Alabama. Her mother, Marie Stroud, headed off to work that Thursday morning, leaving Shannon and her older sister Lisa at home. Pauk lived in Keystone Mobile Park, and she was friends with nearly all of her neighbors. She knew every child and every parent that lived in the trailers, lining the small town streets. August 2001 was a simpler time. Those that were alive did not know it yet, but they were living in the final days before September 11th. Pauk, however, never got to know the significance of the next month. Stroud returned from work that evening, and Pauk was not home for dinner. This was extremely out of character and worried her family. By 9 p.m., Stroud called the police to inform them that her daughter was missing. According to newspaper clippings from the time, citizens were shocked and horrified. Similar cases were unknown to the area in recent history. The city erupted in searches for the missing girl, and yellow ribbons adorned nearly every lamppost in the city to raise awareness for Paul. Local police immediately took the case seriously, and Shannon's task force was formed. Pauk was supposed to start school the following Monday, according to her aunt and the family advocate for the case. Love Jeanette Davis. She was so excited about school starting, said Davis. School started, and the weeks passed with no sign of Pauk. The catastrophic attack on September 11 shook the world, although the world of the Pauk's friends and family had been spinning slowly for nearly a month. Quote, I don't think September 11th has altered the case one way or another, said Davis. On October 6, 2001, rabbit hunters found the remains of Pauk's body, bound with rope in a black plastic bag in a wooded area on public hunting property about 10 miles north of Prattville. Cliff Siegler, one of the hunters who found the body, told the Prattville Progress that he passed the bag a couple of times, assuming it was just trash, before he realized what it held. A funeral took place, and the families mourned her death as they prayed that her killer would be revealed and held accountable. Pauk was a friendly, outgoing little girl who saw everyone in her environment as her friend. She is remembered for visiting the trailers to ask her neighbors if they needed help with anything that day. In particular, she was known for visiting an elderly resident known as Miss Mary to help her bathe and brush the teeth of her small dog. Quote, Shannon was beautiful inside and out, Davis said. Her heart was so kind. She was so forgiving to anyone that might hurt her feelings. She always liked to help older people. Investigators theorize that this childlike trust and kindness may have been the very thing that made her susceptible to predators. It is widely speculated that Paul's killer was someone she knew and trusted. Agree. Weeks, months, and years have passed, and the killer of Shannon Pauk has still not been identified. Shannon's task force still meets regularly, and the family has never given up hope that justice will be found for their loved one. In the last 5 years, there has been a surge of interest in the case. In 2017, a grand jury met to investigate the case and to take advantage of the technological advances made in forensic DNA testing since 2001. Podcaster Mel Roberts, she's so, debuted show Cold Truth in 2020. Her first season was on Pauk's case. She hosted a vigil in Prattville on the 19th anniversary of Pauk's death last year, starting a tradition that was carried on this year in honor of the 20th anniversary. Wesley Meyer, a local advocate for the missing and murdered and armchair detective, has taken the initiative to help Roberts and the Pauk family create an online community of supporters on Facebook. Meyer has been an essential part of efforts to bring answers to Pauk's case. He really has. He's really amazing. He comes and joins the chat. I think he's a moderator. I hope he's here. This year, he took the helm of planning the vigil. The 20th anniversary, I didn't want to let it go by without doing something, Meyer said. It seemed that everyone felt it went well. Yes. David Humphrey, great advocate as well, the founder and chief executive officer of the Alabama Alliance for Human Trafficking and Child Safety, attended and spoke to attendees about using situational analysis to prevent children being endangered. Candlelight lanterns were released to honor Pauk as Dancing in the Sky played. Meyer stated that investigators who were in attendance seemed hopeful that there will be updates about this case in the future. This was a year ago. I want everyone to know this case is unsolved, Davis said. The one responsible has never been held accountable. I wonder how many other children he has hurt and murdered. He never thought anything like that. We never thought anything like this could happen to our family, but it did. And we need justice for her. This was written in 2021, but I don't know. I may have saw it, glanced at it, and didn't like absorb it, but thank you, Brooke. Thank you for writing this. I knew that she was talking about it and I knew that she wanted to. And man, she's a fierce fighter, and I thank you for doing this, and thank you for at least the recognition. I know it's like so insignificant, but just seems like so many other in media don't want to give you, even mention you when they know you've done the majority of the work with the families, and not that that's the reason that I'm doing this or Wesley or any of them, but I am glad to see that someone said, hey, like, because Wesley, like Wesley, and there's a few others, and they just really keep this case alive, every day. And that's what it takes, of just being that like bug, just being a bug and bugging them to get justice for Shannon. It's freaking time. I talked to someone today from Alabama, and the more and more things that I hear, the more and more convinced that I am that I know, like, that I actually did meet the killer while I was there. Which is just really messed up to even think about. Okay. So that's Sweet Shannon. And now I would like to let me not share just so I can see what happens and then but I would like to thank my members and supers and super thanks really quick. Let's see if this works. Okay, so what is this? Was there one that just came in tonight? True Crime Maria, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Taffy, hello. Professor Pag, $49.99. Aw, thank you, sweetie. You're amazing, and you are a true advocate yourself. You really are. You really, really are. And I appreciate you, and I really appreciate that. I know that you have helped me with some of the work behind the scenes and a few others, and I appreciate your help. And I know you know how hard all of this is. And do I do this for money? No. Um, do I appreciate it and kind of need it? Yeah, I do. And I'm almost to the point where, like, I've just been keeping track of what each month because YouTube pays you by the like, it's like a weird, like, June is in July, and July is in August. It's whatever, but I've been adding it all together until we can get at least a $500 donation together. And I would like to donate it to, I can't decide because my heart is torn into like a couple places of an animal rescue. I know some animal rescues that are smaller and they are literally just um, doing this out of the kindness of their heart. And I would like to be able to make a donation to an animal rescue. And then some kind of true crime, something in true crime. So I just don't know where to go with the donation that is more than likely going to be smaller for now. Or should I just set up an account and keep putting money into that account um, so that we can make a large donation and possibly even someday, it'll take a while, but take that money and like setting aside a portion of it and taking it a cumulative of a year, and then don't and then starting a and um, forensic genetic genealogy. I would that's what I want, you know. That's a big thing, and I can't do it without supporters like Professor Pug, who has donated 49.99 tonight. Professor Pug again. These don't have dates on them. I'm not sure why. Um, no, maybe they do here. Okay, so on June 29th, Professor Pug donated 19.99 and a um, sticker that I cannot read, a super sticker. So thank you again. Gaslight You um, gave $20 and said, "Missed my favorite YouTuber," and it was a super chat. I hope you're here tonight, Gaslight You, and thank you so much. Lynette, my twin, 9.99. Like, these are just amazing. Just because you're fabulous and sweaty, because I was that night. Is the super chat on June 13th. Kate P. Smule. Never let anyone stay over 30 days. Horrible roommates? Question mark. And that was a super chat on July 13th. Kate P. Smule again. I would like to bring on a glue sniffing expert to understand this. Is this like whippets? That was on June 13th. Professor Pug sent me a super sticker bomb. Thank you on June 13th. Crimezilla sent me a super sticker on June 13th. Thank you, girl. Kristen behind the crime door. Always great content, lady. Much respect in a super chat on June 7th. She's so sweet, you guys. She's so sweet. Go check her channel out. I think she's really about change and advocacy, and I really like her. And us girls need to stick together, you know? Crimezilla, a super sticker of a widow birdie. I think it's a birdie. True Crime Maria sent me a heart super chat. Professor Pug, we appreciate all your hard work and dedication to victims, Mel. Super chat. Lake Michigan, woo, I love her. For all your hard work with the yellow heart super chat. Professor Pug with another bomb. I think it's a bomb. I think I need eyeglasses. Super sticker. Del Bell, I haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's doing good. She sent a super sticker and it says, good something. I don't know. But that was in May. Kate Peace Mule. Get it, girl. I do want to stand with you on a mountain and bathe with you in the sea. Super chat. Lipsha with the super sticker. It's a cat, kitty cat. Lake Michigan with a super chat of zippity doo dah. William Wade, in quotes, dodge the bounty hunter. A PSA about AG. Super chat. William Wade, he needs a show called Dodge the County Blunder. Yeah, I gotta agree. Susie Heath with a bomb. Professor Pug with the little super sticker guy. Gaslight You. Oh, she probably did what I did on this one in May. Like, probably because I'll do that on Gray Hughes Investigates. I'll like put, and then I forget to chat. I forget to say chat. Professor Pug with a laughing kitty cat. A Professor Pug again. Girl, you do too much. You though. With a emoji. I don't know what it is. William Wade, Greeno. Knock, knock. Who's there? Police. Police who? Police send me money. Pay my child support and buy me a drone. Keep it Southern style. Lake Michigan again with a woot. Professor Pug, you work so hard on this dangerous felon, and we appreciate all you do, Mel. Lynette again. Hey, sister, from another mother. Nice thumbnail pic choice. Looks ultra slimy. It's of Greeno. Crimezilla. Super chat. You're amazing, Cold Truth. Thank you for your courage to speak openly and bring awareness. Well, thank you for doing the same and being a very good friend to me. Cindy Lynn, thanks for the bonfire sessions. Absolutely. We need another bonfire session. I do believe that. Stephanie, I could do a lot more. Oh, anything is plenty. Just liking the show, sharing it to your friends helps, and just being here and support. It's nice to see, like people enjoying chatting along and getting to know each other and interacting. And it warms my heart and it makes me happy. Just that. Let's see. Kate Peace Mule. Let's practice and see how it goes. I don't know what that would mean. There's a super chat. Monica Foster with a $20 super chat. Monica. She's a dear person too. Susie Heath with a bomb. Professor Pug, I need to be a member. How do I do this? And then there are, I did not realize how many there were. Gray Hughes was my first super chat, and it says boom. And then Professor Pug says, you beat me to it, Gray. And then Lynette again, go, my twin, keep this up. I will, and I did, haven't I? This account, first live, catching up. Aw. Lipsha with a super sticker. Philip. Aw. True Crime Maria. You guys are so sweet. I'm on a 9-minute block. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do that really quick. And then I wanted to thank my members for being here. And I know I am not doing good. And I really have some decisions to make about membership. I was talking to a friend today about that. And like, I feel guilty. I feel bad about it. I don't know what to do. And I would leave my memberships if I were people too, and I have lost quite a lot because I don't know what to do. I don't know what um I just don't know, and I feel bad for that because they're monthly, like I don't want people to feel stressed out or that you have to be a member. And do not feel bad for leaving. I completely understand. I really, really do. But I wanted to thank the members that are here. We have Beholder, Monica Foster, Audra Bond, Wesley Meyer, Melissa Bex, Dan Janek, Chaotic Beauty and Crime, Vid Inquiries, Irish, Tears for Justice, Kristen behind the crime door, Lake Michigan, Professor Pug, True Crime Maria, Susie Heath, Who's Your Cold Cases, and Tina Susser. So thank you guys for being members of my channel. And do not feel bad for leaving. That is something that, I understand. I really do. I am I'm just failing at it, like I really am. So I need to maybe take, like, I don't know, I was thinking about maybe watching, there's YouTube videos and like a little course you can take on like how to do memberships and things like that, of just I don't know. I think I just want to figure that out, and I wanted you guys to know that I appreciate you and thank you. What do we have here? Oh, oh, Lipsha, thank you so much. Bravo. I can see the kitty cat. Sloopy, thanks for being you. Oh, thank you. And oh no, I just accidentally deleted your freaking message. How did I do that? I just hit it on my phone. I'm so sorry, Sloopy. I did not mean to delete your message one bit. I'm glad I can see that your O is an arrow, but I thought it was a fork for a second because mine was so minute. And Crimezilla, you are amazing. Thank you, Crimezilla. So are you. Um, hey, Faye. Hey, Foxy Lady. Faye King It Real. I started watching your live, and I haven't finished it yet because of, we talked earlier, but you're doing a great job. And yeah, we're going to be addressing this situation that's going on. And Gross, you know what, buddy? Like, I see you. I see what you're doing, and you're trying to use it's like you're not going to end up being a paradox is all I can say. And you're not I see through it. I see through it, and you are the common denominator in the bullshit that you end up putting out there. And I'm forking done, dude. I gave you a couple different chances, and um yeah, you know just you keep messing with women in true crime. You keep messing with my friends, and it has nothing to do about some weird conspiracy about the women of true crime in this true crime community seeking you out, and you're the victim. Anybody that believes that, like, Are you kidding me? You are systematically, and you have been all week, trying to make it look like you're the victim by using psychology and you're gaslighting everyone. You're the one doing that. And it is absolutely ridiculous. And when I get done researching it, I'm going to have a say in it too, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You offended, you called one of the sweetest people in true crime the C word. You were horrible to my friend, Chaotic Beauty, and now you're doing it again to more. And it's going to get addressed. And your big video, I suggest that you really rethink that, because I've seen what you've been doing for how long now, and you are the common denominator. Period. That needs to take notice of that. You're the common denominator in this drama. You're the common denominator in this one, this one, just stirring the pot. Like, take a look at yourself. Turn all the reflection and trying to make everybody, and the way you are just manipulating your freaking chats and your mods and your members is ridiculous. Like, you're the one doing all the things that you're accusing other people of doing. You're the one doing them. You have been all along. You clearly haven't changed. And, it is what it is. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. Um, yeah. Yeah, I did not mean to, Sloopy. It's just like I thought I was hitting the button to like put it up on the screen, how other more better creators can do. They can but I was doing it on my phone, which I'm not kid, so I'm sorry. Yes, True Crime Maria is a sweetheart, and I just had a feeling that he was the one that was like um to blame here, and he's been systematically like setting it up of just, if you just really we're going to do a break it down, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, and working with some really awesome ladies to do just that. And if you think that's us bullying you or whatnot, I don't really forking care. But you're not going to continue to perpetuate your bullshit onto the women of true crime. I think that you have issues with women, and I don't quite understand the animosity, and I don't. And if you are a victim of Real Chill Graz, and he has reached out to you privately, and please contact me, and we'll just kind of all join forces. My email is coldtruthpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to Renee Anthony Greeno, State of Indiana, County of Carroll, in the matter of paternity versus Renee Anthony Charles Greeno. So this is where we left off in episode 7. This was opened as new filing in July 28th of 2016, and it is but I covered some of it last time. I'm not going to recover that, but just a reminder of where we are in this timeline here. Thank you, Crimezilla. Thank you for posting that. Oh my gosh, yes, Shanda. Please, if someone has one of the mods, if you can grab Shanda's link for her, she has started a podcast, and she just released an episode today. She's just getting started. and she has 3 episodes so far, and, she did one today on her heart case, and, that's what I kinda call them, is your heart case, because they're always gonna be there. Angie Barlow. So please do check that out. I have been unable to find her YouTube, but I think you have a link tree now. Can you send your link tree to me in Messenger again, like it just pops up right away, and then I can share it. Yeah, and she is so sweet. In her first release, she talks about um me and HCC, who's your cold cases, chaotic beauty, and I think the captain, and just the that we were there to give her support, and that's who she watches and just shouts out, and that she loves my no forks given attitude, and like, just get Mark Manson's little article and just read it until it's like, mm, you know. But yes, please do check. Thank you, Chaotic Beauty. Thank you for finding that. And then please put yours in there too, because she's made it. She's made it to, or you're at like 7 or something higher today. So that's awesome. Crimezilla has a Facebook page group now. So that's so cool. And of course, our manager, Chris, is helping her as well as he always helps me, and helping us to be able to social media share. So always a special appreciation of him and all that he does. And please join Cold Cases on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got an email from Teth Deck Hippie, and it's looking like I'm going to get some channel music of my own really soon. So when I have to step away, which I'm about ready to do, so that I can apply, I can go and get my I guess I'm addicted to it now. Chaotic. I have to have it. The oh, what's the one called in the tub? It's like whipped. I didn't put it on. I put on a different, just like lipstick, and I'm hating it. I gotta go get it. I gotta put it on before I start in on this. So I will, and I should probably get a little bit more water. So talk amongst yourself. Hey, Rocket J, grass, grass. That's who. um Okay. And so, yeah, like, check out those and go and join the things that Chaotic Beauty is so awesomely being able to just quickly, I don't know how she does that. Um oh, yes. Can you please send that to me, cuz I would love to hear your flute solo, Kate Peace Mule. I will be right back. Some water and my lips. get in this tiny closet. One day I'll have like a bigger one. I'm thinking. Yeah, this stuff is super great, super great. So let me share a screen so you guys can see this as we go through it. Okay, here we go. I read that part. So this is the case number is there. And so just for reference for later, because these get obviously he ends up this becomes a new filing of like keep getting converted. And so it's basically like they'll end up being some information that is like copied, like because it's the same case when he was charged with a felony for failure to pay child support. And you're going to want to stay for the end to hear his little letter to the court that they have put into as an exhibit. So some of this I copied from my case, and some of it is kind of hard to like the there needs to be some autocorrect, but I didn't want to change. I didn't want to alter it. So it was opened as a new filing on July 28th. There was a petition to establish paternity and summons issued. Oh wait, I think this is the part we already did. Yeah, because we went through oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't just keep on reading. But just some highlights on this one. Just remember with the timing of Delphi and he was supposed to take a paternity test, and they had to basically force him to do that. And of course, and then on March 9th he did. And he was the father. So it's 22 page long. Okay. So this is the, wait, did I like, no, we haven't covered. No, I haven't covered this yet. I haven't. Some of it, yes, because we did 2016. So on November 17th of 2016, he's directed to complete the DNA test. He doesn't want to. And remember, he was living in Canada. No, I was just a straight up lie. And then decreed by the court that the judgment shall be, and the same is hereby entered upon each in the above foregoing findings. They mailed his court-ordered appearance notice to the mother of the child, and yeah, I did read this. Yeah, in errors of $19,747. And then bond was set. So this goes into 2020. He on September 24th, 2020. I think this is where I need to pick up right here. September 24th, 2020. He fails to appear. There's a warrant issued. September 28th, after 3 rescheduled dates, an order issued Indiana Family and Social Service Administration Division and Family and Children appear. Greeno fails to appear in person or by counsel. And the state of Indiana motion to rule to show cause filed December 13th, 2019 is submitted to the court. The court notes that on September 23rd, 2020, what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, it does. Father filed a letter with the court, which the court construes as a motion for a continuance because he's, probably doing a pro se again. The state of India alleges that the father is $19,747 in errors of the payment of child support. So it's basically a fancy word to say he owes. And a motion of the deputy prosecuting attorney body of attachment order issued for father's failure to appear. Bond is set at the sum of $1,000 cash. State of Indiana is directed to confirm father's incarceration in the Morgan County Jail per form. October 9th, 2020. The mail is returned because of an insufficient address. So, thinking that was to the Morgan County Jail, maybe he wasn't there. October 21st, 2020, Greeno files a petition for dissolution of detainer. 2000 or November 5th, 2020, the clerk receives a letter from Greeno requesting documents. Clerk sent the documents. Greeno files a motion for unacceptable service. Greeno files a motion to abate child support. Abate is to make a writ or other legal document void, to nullify, to abate a writ, to put an end to. So a nuisance. He doesn't want to pay it. He wants to abate it. November 30th, 2020, Greeno sends correspondence to the court. November 2nd, 2020, a warrant is served on him. The hearing is then scheduled for December 10th of 2020. December 4th of 2020, the jail contacts the court. Anthony Greeno was picked up for his body attachment and has posted bond on 12/2/20. Remember that? A lot of us were around for that when everybody paid for this freaking bond. It's just so ridiculous, so upsetting. He is directed in order to appear on December 10th of 2020. Failure to appeal may result in a body of attachment. December 10th, 2020, everybody is there. Father appears in person and pro se. The state motion to rule for show cause. Father's petition for dissolution of detainer filed October 21st, 2024. The father's motion to abate child support and notice of unacceptable service filed are submitted to the court. State of Indiana certifies that the father is $20,674 in arrows in the payment of child support as of December 9th, 2020. Father informs the court that he will be employed at Casey's General Store, a gas station in Morgan County. The father is ordered to pay $91 per week support. The court finds that father's petition for dissolution of detainer is moot and therefore denied. Father's notice of unacceptable service is denied. Father's further hearing on state's motion for rule to show cause on father's motion to abate child support is set for hearing on February 15th, 2021 at 3 p.m., at which time father is ordered and directed to appear. Failure to appear may result in the issuance of a body of attachment. Bond posted in the sum of $1,000 on December 2nd, 2020 shall be released and applied to the father's child support arrearage per form. Remember that. Hearing motion. So it's just hearings. The cash bond is entered and released. Sheesh. December through April of 2021, hearings rescheduled, otherwise nothing. February 15, 2021 is the first time Curtis Fouts' name shows up in my case as his attorney. April 15th, 2021, the state of Indiana appears by, I'm not reading all of that. Did he show up? No. Well, I think it was just like it was continued. May 6th of 2021, so we're getting closer to, there's a hearing in order. Me too, Chris. I really do feel sad for his children. It's really sad. Indiana Family and Social Service Administration. Oh, da, da, da. Father's motion debate. So this is basically just a with the agreement of the parties, hearings on all pending motions is continued to June 3rd of 2021, at which time the father is ordered and directed to appear. Failure to appear, result in issuance of a body of attachment. May 11th, they are trying to um, put in the orders and file them for income withholding from wherever they can find that he works. May 13th, again, an income withholding order is filed. May 17th of 2020, Greeno by counsel files a petition to modify support, like literally already. It's just so ridiculous. And it's just an order set to modify child support for hearing, modify child support in this matter. And they set it for a hearing constantly. They have to do that. Like they have to, every time he asks for something, they have to hear him out. June 3rd, 2021, a hearing held on petition child support obligation, worksheet filed. Hey, here's your cold cases. How are you? I hope you're well. So this is just basically like this is what he's trying to claim, and like what I would like to do is go back to this time frame here. So June 3rd, 2021 time frame of him on YouTube and see exactly how much money he actually was making. But he's saying that he makes weekly $290 a week. And he, like it's just ridiculous. So they recommend that he pay $33, and it was like $17 more a month to go towards the his airage. This is just where the court has accepted, and the $33 per week for child support and 17 per week for the settled accrued airage. HTC, how do I say that word? um, so on August 19th of 2021, agreed order entered support. So that's just more of the same thing, that which I bet this is too here. Yeah. So his airage is to be determined. A motion to continue is filed by his attorney, Curtis Fouts, the shamed judge, former judge of Carroll County. The one that he tries to claim he is about to bringing down and shining a light and voices for the victims. And then he hires him as his attorney. So basically, this is a motion to continue because counsel for the father is ill and running fevers. The father is also ill and has had a recent COVID close contact. Counsel for the father was unable to reach counsel for the state to determine if he objected to this motion. This motion was not filed for the purpose of delay. And this is just more, like why they're gonna in weather and I'll just look at it to make sure I haven't put it in the wrong place here. Yeah. On January 3rd, 2020, a hearing scheduled due to a jury trial being scheduled for that same time. And February 7th of 2022, there's an order issued. I don't know what that was. Some of this I had to pull from my case because I didn't get like a complete um, from the foyers that I sent, which is totally understandable. They're very understaffed right now, as is a lot of places. February 15th of 2020, he files another motion to abate child support. March 10th of 2022, a motion to abate. There's an order that's issued on his motion to abate. March 13th of 2022, defendant's letter requesting child support history and removal of case from the public record. I bet he did. I bet he did. March 17th of 2022, agreed order entered. Support Iraj is to be determined. So this is just kind of like adding in the different things. A rearage, a rearage, a rearage, a rearage. Oh Lord, I'm gonna struggle. Hey Aja, glad you're here. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Well, I haven't seen anybody because I haven't been going live very much, but I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, so um determined April 6th, 2020, Greeno filed a motion for a continuance. The granted rescheduled to April 22nd, and by judicial order, that hearing was canceled. So now we move into um, this is where I was talking about how it's going to start to like, because now we're going back to August 14th of 2020. I don't know how. Like, it's too confusing to add them together. Like I said, they've been converted, so now they've been broken up, and it's just difficult to try to weed through all of this because there's just so much. I mean, I'm on episode 8 for Pete's sake, and most of the episodes were 3 hours long. Um, on August 14th of 2020. Count 1, non-support of a dependent child, a level 6 felony in violation of IC 3546, 1 through 5A. So basically, section 1 of that IC 3546. So section 1 is the next number there. Dependent means an unemancipated person who is under 18 years of age. Section 5. So 5A is a person who knowingly or intentionally fails to provide support to the person's dependent child commits non-support of a child, a level 6 felony. However, the offense is a level 5 felony if the person has a previous conviction under this section. In errors in the amount of $17,836. Has never paid child support to the mother of the child, number 4, on cause number and the one we just got finished doing, the JP 25, filed on July 28th of 2016. So then there is a notice to seek habitual offender status, and I forgot that I did this, so we'll just look at these quickly. Oh yes, Carol absolutely has. Hey, Automobile, how are you? Glad to see you here. Yeah, so um, This is the probable cause affidavit. I, the undersigned affiant, submit the following information pursuant as a sworn affidavit set forth the facts and circumstances known to law enforcement of Carroll County as the basis for probable cause to arrest without a warrant or to establish probable cause for issuance of an arrest warrant for the above named defendant, Renee Anthony Greeno. The facts in this, so you guys all, like, we've read so many of these, I'm not going to continue to read that. This is the um, that the hearsay statements of witnesses contained herein are considered reliable and credible due to the witness's personal knowledge and or corroborated with the totality of the circumstances. That on June 2nd, 2020, Marie Clausen with the Carroll County IBD office was reviewing money owed by non custodial parents in paternity cases. Marie is in charge of calculating the money owed by non custodial parents for child support matters in Carroll County. That she discovered that there was a paternity action filed in Carroll County Circuit Court in regard to the matter of paternity of the child under cause number JP 25 on July 28th, 2016. The action was filed by the mother of the child, and that Anthony Greeno was determined to be the father of the child through a paternity test. To date, Anthony has never paid any child support for the benefit of the child or the custodial parent. This is child number 4. As part of his child support obligation, he has failed to pay support now in arrears of in the amount of $17,836. The child is still in the care and custody of the mother. The child is also still a minor and is not emancipated. And it is signed. Notice of intent to seek habitual offender status. Comes now the affiant having affirmed and states that in Carroll County in the state of Indiana on the 28th of July 2020, Anthony Greeno is an habitual offender in that he has accumulated 2 prior unrelated felony convictions, to wit. On June 3rd, 2020, in the Tippecanoe County Superior Court 5 in Lafayette, Indiana, in Tippecanoe County, Anthony Greeno was convicted of a felony in cause number 79DO50706FD 347, to wit, domestic battery and a Class D felony, which crime was committed on June 7th of 2007. Further, on May 7th, 2014, in Tippecanoe County Superior Court 5, Indiana and Tippecanoe County, Anthony was convicted of a felony in cause number ending in 420, to wit, escape as a Class D felony, which crime was committed on August 6th of 2010. Finally, on May 20th, 2019, in Morgan County Superior Court 1 in Martinsville, Indiana, in Morgan County, Anthony Greeno was convicted of a felony in the case number ending in 1991, to wit, intimidation with a deadly weapon, a level 6 felony, which crime was committed on December 14, 2018. All of which is contrary to the form of the statutes in such cases made and provided, to wit, and against the peace and dignity of the state of Indiana. I affirm under the penalties for perjury that the foregoing representations are true. This was submitted on July 28, 2020 by Prosecutor Nicholas McLeland. On August 18, 2020, arrest warrant issued. No, I think this is just a body of attachment. It's yeah. So it's just the the arrest warrant here. On December 2nd of 2020, arrest warrant served, personal appearance bond with 10% cash deposit. So remember, we're going back to 2020 on these because it was opened as a new felony failure to pay. So yeah, this is just proof of his um, $1,500 to assure my appearance in Carroll County Superior Court. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't give him. I wouldn't help him with paying freaking bond. And it says, I will not leave the state of Indiana without the written permission of the court. Is that what happened? No, it's not what happened. This is on December 10th, 2020 is the initial hearing. And sorry, guys, I just got a lot of these documents yesterday. So I would try to get it all in there, to where I'm not repeating myself a lot, but it's just basically defendant appears in person. Defendant is advised of their right to counsel and their constitutional statutory rights. I do. Okay. Will employ counsel. So he's gonna employ counsel. They set the hearings. Bond hearing is held. Bond shall continue as previously posted, ordered. Non-financial conditions of bond shall be no possession of illegal drugs, no use, possession of alcohol, good and lawful behavior. Okay. Oh, which one was that? Oh, let me see. December 14th, an appearance and retaining Fouts. Oh, I have it starred, but I don't know why. I think this gives us the date that because I wanted to be able to go back and see what was going on in the 14th day of December. I wanted to systematically go through and try to connect some of the aspects of these with what he was doing on YouTube, since we have that whole timeline of his. And I want to find out when he posted. I don't know. I know there's a few people in here that will remember. He posted a video preview that basically just like what he was going to do that he never freaking followed through with, but it was of the situation regarding Curtis Fouts. I want to see when that was to see if it correlates any with this date of December of 2020, just in case anyone has time to find that. So we've read pretty much all of this. It's just, the bond was released to Fouts, which I could have swore it was supposed to go to pay his child support. I know it was, and then all of a sudden it's released to his lawyer, not paying child support again. Okay, so I started this one because again, this was February 22nd of 2021, and parties are in the process of negotiating a plea agreement. You know, just those are important because so far He's pled guilty to everything, everything all of it. There hasn't been one thing that he has not admitted to doing and pled guilty upon. The state requests additional time, May 6, 2021. There's another pretrial hearing and order. If it starred for some reason, I feel like I don't know why I have them starred. Oh, I already did that one. Oh, yeah, because there's a plea. He took a plea, and he's going to be sentenced on June 3rd of 2021. Yeah, like we literally just went over a lot of this stuff, even though like I don't have the documents for that. Um, Here is his plea agreement. Um, Defendant agrees to plead guilty to the information charging count one, non-support of a dependent as a level 6 felony. Is this plea is accepted to the court shall impose the following sentence on counts. I shall be a 2.5 year sentence to the Department of Corrections with 2.5 years suspended on the condition that the defendant comply with 2.5 years of probation. That the terms and condition of probation will be left to the court, but will include that the defendant pay his child support obligation as ordered, that all fines, fees, and costs will be left to the court as deemed appropriate, that if the defendant successfully completes probation, he may petition the court to amend the conviction to a misdemeanor. And so that's his plea. When you take a plea, defendant understands that the state and federal constitutions guarantee her certain rights. Defendant hereby acknowledges that by pleading guilty, she is giving up the following rights. Number D is the right to require the state to prove his or her guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial in which she may not be forced to testify against him or herself. E, and the right to appeal a finding of guilt if she has gone to trial. So, having not gone to trial, you do not have the right to appeal under these state and federal constitution. 10, defendant waives his rights to appeal any sentence ordered by the court, including his or her right to seek appellate review. So that's exactly what's going on right now, and I want to know why. To the Indiana Appellate Rule 7B, defendant shall not appeal any issue pertaining to the length of his or her sentence, portions of his or her sentence executed. Yeah, signed by him. So he signed that this is what's up. So weird. This is just kind of more of like when you take a plea, you're giving up your rights to do certain things like what I just read. I don't think there's anything in here that is different, but just the fact that he signed it, like it's signed by him, and he has waived his rights to appeal, but yet he's appealing. It's just really confusing. A memorandum was added, and it was basically the probation officer being like, "Hey, look, his name is not Anthony C. Greeno. Let's go ahead and change it to his actual name of Renee Anthony Charles Greeno." There is a transfer of probation. gets. Oh, I think this one was just because if you go back on his YouTubes, he's always claiming that he lives in Delphi, and like he even like acts like he's like, oh yeah, like it's just so ridiculous, and so it's kind of like you know anymore. Um, that he actually lived in Morgan County all along. I don't know why I any probation violation and approve any modification of probation. So yeah, I think that was the only reason that I wanted to show that. Fout's motion to continue. That was on November 3rd. A motion to continue again. A petition. This is on November 5th, 2021. It's the first petition to revoke probation. This was on June 3rd, 2021, after having been found guilty of non-support of a dependent level 6 felony. That the above named Renee Anthony Charles Greeno, hereinafter referred in this petition as the probationer, was placed on probation by the court in the above entitled cause on June 3rd, and having been found guilty. Number two, that by the terms of the probation established herein, it was required that A, the probationer shall report as directed. B, the probationer shall make arrangements with a mental health service provider within 30 days. C, the probationer shall make regular child support payments. 3, that the said probationer has violated the terms of probation established herein, in that the probationer failed to report to Morgan County Probation on October 12th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, and October 28th, 2021, thus failing to report as directed. Defendant's whereabouts are unknown. He also failed to appear in court for a Chins case in Marion County. Chins is, yeah, I'm not going to say, yeah, you guys know what Chins is. The probationer has failed to attend and or shown proof of attend services through a mental health provider within 30 days of sentencing. The probationer has failed to make regular child support payments. So he's literally all three, A, B, C, and D, A, B, C, and D, he has not done. Again, not sure why they're surprised. He is ordered to appear. Hi, Angel Bear and Just Mike. How are you guys? And Matt, hello. I hope you get to feeling better. Scary business. So yeah, it's just petition to revoke. There is on December 16th of 2021 is the second petition to revoke probation. I'm not going to read all of that again. It's the same as the one I just read. So number one is the same. Number two, shall wow, I just had like just couldn't get out a word. That by the terms of the probation established herein, it was required that A, the probationer shall not commit a new criminal offense. That said probationer has violated the terms of the probation established herein, in that on or about December 3rd, 2021, the probationer submitted to a drug screen The results came back positive for methamphetamine and amphetamine at a ratio of 116.1 nanograms to milligrams, and THC as a ratio of 2.5 nanograms to milligram ratio, thus committing a new criminal offense of possession of methamphetamine and possession of marijuana, which he was not charged with new criminal offenses. Wherefore, petitioner requests that the court order a warrant. And I don't know why. I don't know what that says. I wish I did. If anyone can knows what that is, like what is it? 'Cause it looks like it says theft, but that doesn't make any sense. That like I if you know, let me know. Third petition to revoke, December 20th, 2021. Greeno's about to be on the run. Why it did that? He didn't work. Okay, that the above named Renee Anthony Charles Greeno, hereinafter referred to in this petition as probationer, was placed on probation by the court in the above entitled clause on June 3rd, 2021, having been found guilty of non-support of a dependent level 6 felony. That by the terms of the probation established herein, it was required that the probationer shall report as directed. The probationer shall not commit a new criminal offense. Oh, this is the same one, is it not? Oh no, it's not. The probationer failed to remain in the building. That said that that said probationer has violated the terms of the probation established herein, in that the probationer failed to remain in the building on December 17th of 2021 to meet with this officer, thus failing to report as directed. The probationer drove away from the courthouse on December 17th of 2021, thus committing a new criminal offense of driving while suspended. There was an amended. Hmm, I don't remember a difference. Um, Failed to remain in the building. Um, was it the theft part? I don't know. So on January 14th of 2022, hearing, and he failed to appear because he was on the run. He was off to Florida. He went. Warrant issued with bond, without bond. Bench warrant is issued without bond. So that's from the judge. On January 19th of 2022, a concerned citizen sends a letter to the court. I want to make the court aware, if they are not already, that Anthony Greeno, a man with an active warrant from Carroll County, who is hiding at his girlfriend's house in Florida, and he wasn't. I know exactly where he was, and I know exactly who he was with, and whose house he was staying at, and she was visiting him a lot there, but he wasn't staying at her house. Just FYI, is scamming people, primarily older and elderly women, for money by saying Judge Hawkins and Mr. McLeland are extorting him. Mr. Greeno has a popular YouTube channel based on lies. Love that. He does multiple private live streams a day for his paying followers and stated, I'm going to have to zoom. Yeah, I need help. Yes, I'm on the run. And you know what? I don't care. because the last time I was in court in December, the corrupt Carroll County officials who are the Judge Hawkins and my probation officer and the prosecutor cornered me in a spot where they knew there were no cameras. They said to me, "You have a choice. You pay us $20,000 in cash, or we'll make it look like you tested dirty and you're back in jail." Remember what we did last time. So now either pay 20 have to pay so now I have to pay $20,000 to these corrupt officials or go to jail. They're sick. I am going to be doing a series investigating the judge. He's making people pay him cash under the table or puts them in jail. I decided I'm going to fight for justice. Everything they put warrants out for me is a lie because I won't pay them off. I'm doing the right thing. They will never find me. They don't even care to either. They're not going to send police to another state because they know I will expose them. They're actually scared of me. Does that just not read of a pathological narcissist? This is transcribed. Like, this is what he actually said live. And people buy it. Ah. He is asking his followers to send him money, which he is receiving through PayPal, saying that he will only be able to stay out of jail if he keeps receiving money. These elderly women truly believe his life is at risk and are paying him daily. He is a drug abuser and using the money for drugs and to stay on the run, but making vulnerable people believe it's going to be paying off the judge, prosecutor, and probation officer to keep him out of jail. He has a long history of lying about public officials. Below is a transcript from one of his videos, still on his channel, titled "Can't Stop, Won't Stop, The Movement Begins." During his speech, he gives a crowd at the 45-minute mark. He talks about, and I meant to find this and I didn't. He talks about the fire marshal basically telling him he knows the truth on the Florida fire and that the prosecutor quit because of him. Pathological narcissism, because of him, and that he was sent to jail because they are all afraid of him. Quote, "So I tracked him down and I followed him all around town. And when I got into his truck, I stopped the door from closing. And he turned around and he looked at me and he said, 'You know what, Greeno, they're the N-word. N-word. Don't last long here.'" Yeah, he said the N-word. He said the N-word. Okay. He said they don't last long here. So guess what? I took that video and I sent it to every media source that there was. I sent it to the NAACP because you know what? That's bullshit. And you know what? That fire marshal's son was the fire chief. His name's Adam Randall. Adam didn't have any comment at that time. So I took that video, took it to the Carroll County prosecutor, and I said, "You know what? I've got video footage of this guy saying the N-word and talking about 4 young girls who were killed. Arson is murder." And the prosecutor said, "Come on in for an interview." So I went in for an interview with this prosecutor, Robert Ives. And while I was waiting on him, the brother of this fire marshal, Dennis Randall, his brother's name is John, came out and arrested me for contempt of court. So ridiculous. And they put me in jail for 36 days on a 30-day sentence for contempt. For contempt. I never saw a judge. I was taken to a whole nother county where I sat there for 36 days on a 30-day sentence, is what they said. Why was I held 6 extra days? I'll tell you why. Because I had a scheduled meeting, a media press conference with all the major news outlets in Indiana. to talk about that video on the 35th day. They were trying to silence me. The moment after I went to jail, I wrote a letter to each and every one of those people from jail and said, "It's too late. I've already got you on video and everybody's got it." Guess what? The prosecutor quit his job and the fire chief quit his job. That is three public officials that quit their job because I stood up to them. I stood up to the tyrants that said that we're working hard on these investigations. They're not working hard. It takes things like this. It takes people like you to stand up for justice and go down to the police department and scream at the mayor and scream at the chief of police and scream at the sheriff and scream at the governor that we want justice and we can't stop and we won't stop. That's still up. I do believe. I do believe that's still up. Yeah, I wanna find that because I would like to play it to see how I did at, the emotionality of it. Um, everything going good in chat? Yeah, so yeah, it's the 45-minute mark of the video called "Can't Stop, Won't Stop, The Movement Begins," if anybody has that. I wrote this down just as a note to myself, but I would like to have a written statement from Adam Randall, Robert Ives, Dennis Randall, and John Randall because he really has like tried to take credit for retirement and I guarantee you it's all lies. It makes absolutely no sense if like, and that's the thing that like patholo like these narcissists will do is they say something just so ridiculous that you're just like what it, like how do you even respond to that? Like it's so outlandish. The lies are so outlandish that he really had all the media and that he never did anything with it even after he got out of jail. If he really had that, don't you think that we would have heard that recording on his YouTube? Come on. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Jeez. Um, so there's an order on the letter, and they basically say that, well, I'll read it because it does. It just kind of gives you like, when you send in something on a person like him, you want to send it to the prosecutor, not the judge, because the judge, this is why. Canon 2, Rule 2.9 of the Judicial Code of Conduct prohibits the court from considering ex parte communications such as the above referenced correspondence outside of the president's knowledge of all parties. The court does not consider the contents thereof. A copy of this order is being served on all parties in council to of record. So when you send things like this, you want to send it to the district attorneys. They're called, prosecutor, um, the state prosecutor. That's who you want to send it to, not the judge, because unfortunately it doesn't go anything, and then your information gets added to the public record when I'm sure that this person did not want that and probably didn't know that either. Fourth petition to revoke probation. Okay, so A, the petitioner shall not leave the state of Indiana without permission from the court or probation. Within 30 days of sending, the probationer shall attend and complete an assessment of mental health services provider and complete any recommended treatment. Probationer shall pay monthly probation user fees. The probationer shall pay court costs within 90 days. The probationer shall make weekly child support payments. That's the probationer has violated the terms of probation established herein, in that the probationer left the state of Indiana without permission, as he was extradited from the state of Georgia on the Carroll County warrant. The probationer has not provided any proof of receiving an assessment with mental health service provider. The person is currently $470 behind in probationer user fees. The probationer has failed to pay $185 in court costs. The probationer has failed to make weekly child support payments. He has failed to make a payment since December 17th of 2021. Petitioner. So yeah, they want to. Oh, another one. I don't know why it took 4 petitions, but it did. Where was I? Order issued. I don't know. I think they just basically issued a warrant. Yeah. So it's a $10,000 cash only, 10% not allowed. Defendant is remanded in the custody of the Carroll County Sheriff. March 20 continued to March 22nd, 2022 at 11:30. The court sets defendant's bond in the amount of $10,000 cash only, 10%. 10% not allowed. So wow. You hardly ever see that. Um So this is on March 22nd. Many have called concerning the dangerousness of the probationer. Attached is a letter from the grandmother of Mr. Greeno's most recent relationship after he absconded to Florida. This woman helped this officer find Mr. Greeno, and she was concerned for her daughter and grandchildren's safety. More people pleading with them to do something. This is a receipt from his transport from, and I hope one day y'all get to hear that story. Just saying. And it costs $2,245 to go get his ass. Oh, he's got himself an exhibit of paying. Oh, I need to. I'm gonna look at this one real quick. Okay, it's safe. Just wanted to double check it. I didn't think I double checked that one. But basically, I wanted to see how much his channel earned and then how much he actually paid. Well, I don't think he actually paid it because I can see the address on there and everything, and it's not his address. So there's that. Is that some kind of like fraud to put your name on a card that's not yours, for one, and to claim an address that you do not live at because you're evading the law? Like, is that a thing? So the amount is you did $350 is what he paid. I want to know on January 27th of 2022. How much did he make for his birthday party he threw for himself? And how much did he raise between the time he was on the run until the time that he paid $350? Because I'm pretty sure it was a lot more than $350. Just saying. And so, yeah, he paid a child support and wanted that to be an exhibit. Um, he was Grace House like said that he's trying to get it to where he can stay in Florida basically. Um and so it's like a program. And 954 is obviously not in Indiana. So he was like trying to make it so that they would just forget about him and not, just let me go to this program for recovery. Really? Yeah, see, like right here, it's a lot. Like, he's not gonna pay it. Uh, but that was denied, clearly, since he's in jail in Carroll County. So the first, second, third, fourth petitions to revoke a probation filed on November 5th, 2021, December 6th, December 20th, February 14th were submitted to the court. Defendant was advised of his right to counsel and his constitutional and statutory rights as to the petitions. Defendant admitted to the allegations as follows: Petition 1, Item 3, Petition 2, all of them. The court found the admission was made knowingly and voluntarily, and that there was a factual basis for the admission. So that means he admitted to like the failing for methamphetamine and for THC, and he admitted to all of the other things of not adhering to his probation. He admitted to it, and that's that. He admitted it, and that he is going to have to pay for his extradition in the amount of $2,245. So as soon as he gets out, and what he's been trying to do when he had people that were like trying to help him, with his channel and crap, is he's going to get out. He's going to be, saying that he is needing to raise the money to pay this. This is his responsibility and no one else's. Um, Fouts put in a motion to withdraw from the case on April 1st. And it was accepted. So he's no longer his attorney as like this case, because then it goes to an appeal. But he was charged, but then it was dropped. So we're just going to kind of look at this. But they wanted to seek enhanced, and this is prosecutor Shane Evans. And it was count 1, driving while suspended. There was an appearance form, and then the probable cause affidavit is interesting. Um, Okay. On December 17th, 2021, Carroll County Sheriff. So this is when he went on the run right after this. So this was on December 17th for the timeline. Carroll County Sheriff Deputy Mitch Catrone was dispatched to the Carroll County Courthouse to the probation department. He was advised by probation officer Melissa Chapman that a Renee Anthony Charles Greeno was currently at the probation office and stated that a warrant had just been issued for his arrest. Catrone responded with Reserve Deputy Richard Baines and Delphi Sergeant Colin Deckard. They arrived at the courthouse and was greeted by the probation officer Karen Brophy, who advised Greeno left prior to their arrival. Brophy stated that they were unaware that he had left until moments prior. Catrone reviewed security cameras and saw Greeno leaving the courthouse quickly. Catrone observed Greeno get into a Chevrolet S10 pickup truck and drive away. I think that's what that means, drive away. Catrone ran Greeno's information and discovered he was suspended prior on an Indiana identification card. So he just doesn't have a driver's license. So therefore, driving away is a new charge. Sworn statement, the affidavits, and any attachments are submitted in sworn statement undersigned law enforcement officers. Came there in. So count one, driving while suspended, a class A misdemeanor. But he motioned to seek a enhanced penalty because he has a prior. But so they summons him to appear. They send the receipt, like trying to send certified mail on his summons to appear, but they don't know where he is. So there's that. It's at an address on Monon Avenue in Lafayette, which we know that's not where he was. And then a motion to dismiss this. That was it. It's like, what? Why not try to give him the most time after all that he's done for since 2005 and prior to that, because he was a minor, like all this, and then you don't charge him like with he wasn't charged with the failing the drug test. He wasn't charged with escape. He wasn't charged with the driving while suspended when they have him on camera driving while suspended. I don't understand. It just says it's in the best interest of justice and request the warrant, if any, recalled. Don't understand. And it's dismissed with prejudice, which means that they cannot refile any charges against him. So it's over. It's done. This is his appeal. So basically it's a notice of appeal. I don't think there was anything really titillating on it. It's just, costing the taxpayers money and just stressing out Stephen, because I'm sure he's got way more important things to do. So ridiculous. Appeal from a final judgment as defined by Appellate Rule 2H and 9-1. Basis for appellant. Oh, maybe I do need to. So yeah, he's a poor man, and the best way to get him is email. Order being appealed. So he's appealing on if case was heard by date of motion to correct error denied and deemed denied. If applicable, if case was heard by a magistrate, date trial judge, approved judge, or order. Basis for the appeal. Appeal for a final judgment as defined by Appellant Rule 2H and 9.1. Appeal from a interlocutory order taken as of right pursuant to Appellate Rule 14A. We need to look these up. To the discretion pursuant of Appellate Rule 14. Expedited appeal taken pursuant to. This appeal will be taken to Court of Appeals in Indiana pursuant Appellate Court Rule 5, Trial Court Clerk, Court Reporter Instructions. Yeah, so maybe looking up all of this for appellate rule will help us to understand how in the world and why he's um was the entire trial court or agency record sealed or excluded from public access? No. Was a portion of the trial court or agency record sealed or excluded from public access? I don't, is that an X on the no? Are those X's on yes or no? I don't know. If yes, it says NA. No answers on those. Attachments shall be attached to the notice of appeal. Copy of judgment or order being appealed. Copy of sentencing order in criminal cases. Order denying motion to correct error, or if deemed denied, copy of motion to correct error. The documents required in Rule 40C if producing and for forma pauperis. The state does not involve a interlocutory appeal. Issues of child custody, support, visitation, adoption, paternity, determination that a child is in need of services, termination of parental rights, or an appeal entitled to priority by rule or statute. I wish I understand. I don't really understand this. So this is the certificate for filing. Motion to file non-conforming appendix. Comes now the appellant by counsel and files this verified petition for leave to file non-conforming appendix as follows. This is an appeal of a sentence from an admission to a violation of probation. That's where I'm like super confused. This is an appeal of a sentence from an admission to a violation of probation. Now, we read what the plea agreement was and why he was given probation. He, 4 petitions later, escape and driving while suspended and taking of drugs and all of the criminal offenses that he's done during that time. And he took a plea, so he signed, and I highlighted that in red of you don't have the right to appeal. So what in the world is he appealing on? I don't know. Counsel is required to submit all pleadings filed in the trial court. However, many of those pleadings are discovery compliance notifications or transfer orders and are not pertinent to any legal issue to be raised in this appeal. In the best interest of justice and judicial economy would be served by expediting this appeal by granting a variance to the requirement that all documents contained in the clerk record be included in the appellant appendix by requiring the appellant appendix to include only the relevant documents necessary for the resolution of the issues raised in the appeal. So they granted it. The clerk sent over the transcripts. I think that's what that is. We're almost done. Someone close to Randy. It's Randy's video of going out there where, oh, yeah, that needs to be looked into. So, yeah, so it's like the chronological case summary um, sent. And it's not yet completed either. Um, they asked for extension of time. Like this poor guy, like seriously, how, just such a waste of taxpayer money, but it is what it is. Um, After an admission in a contested hearing, the appellant was found to have violated his probation for his previous conviction of non support of a dependent, a level 6 felony. On March 28, 2022, the appellant was sentenced to the custody of the Indiana Department of Corrections for a period of 850 days. The appellant is in the custody of the Carroll County Jail. On April 26, 2022, the notice of appeal was filed with the clerk of this court. On June 9th, 2022, the notice of completion of transcript was filed. Counsel for Greeno currently has the following major trials and hearings scheduled. Like this is all of the things that this one guy has been doing, and then just like now he's got to put up with fork and Greeno, um, so he's got all of this going on, it's like, wow. And he's got to deal with something so stupid like this. Numerous other matters at the trial court level. Counsel respectfully requests a 30-day extension to prepare and file the appellant brief herein. I just feel like this is just like has so much just like this is my job. I have to do this because again, this is all on like Greeno's not paying for this, It's just so ridiculous. So it's extended to August 10th of 2022. It's just disgusting, really. Oh, and we finally made it. We finally made it here to the letter that he has written. This is Exhibit 1 here. Where is it? Where's the blank? I have to pee and get more water. So I'm very parched from all this reading. I will be right back. But you want to stay around for this letter. This is the finale. Okay, here we go. Let's see a little bit. Carroll County Circuit Court. This is a this is in regards to an unknown cause number. There is a show cause hearing scheduled for April 2nd in your court. My name is Anthony Greeno. I am incarcerated in the Morgan County Jail. The court should consider this letter a request to appear telephonically. The reason I wanted to appear by phone is because being transported to Carroll County Jail would disrupt the programs I am involved in the jail here in Morgan County. Furthermore, the civil proceedings would also disrupt the criminal case currently pending in this county. The court wants to know why I haven't paid child support. The answer is simple. I don't want to, don't have to, and will never pay it. Therefore, the court goes on record to give me a contempt and sentence me to jail time. Just get it over with and quit wasting people's time. Once I am released from custody, I'll be extradited to South Carolina, and the court holds no jurisdiction there. So you might as mind as well give up on trying to collect money from me. You will never get it. I will never work a job where you can garnish wages. I don't pay taxes. So keep on wasting taxpayers' money prosecuting me for a contempt when you've got people getting away with murder. Try solving that one. So fuck you. Oh, wait, I mean double murder. Where is the justice? Signed, Anthony Greeno. Like, wow. I don't want to, don't have to, and will never pay it. Like, he literally thinks that the world revolves around him. This is why I think he's a pathological, just he's a psychopath. That's why I think this. Like, so like to the court. So F you. Oh wait, I mean double murder. Where is the justice? Are you kidding me? Like, well, it's an exhibit now. Just yeah, right. Like, wow. Like, what can you say? Yes, absolute. I need to be cheered up. I mean, it's just like absolutely. And there's just something about this last line that is so, because everything else is just like so. I wish I had like a psychologist right now to have them analyze this letter. Um, but you've got people getting away with murder. Try solving that one. So F you. Oh, wait, I mean double murder. Where is the justice? Is that like a taunt? Is that like a brag? Just asking questions. Just asking questions. And there, I don't know if it was a balance paid of 250 or adjusted from 250 to zero. I can make it out. And then the rest is just like all of the news articles and things that I have collected from him. And yeah, this one was like, there's someone on there. I'm betting it's Greeno, like defending his ridiculousness. And then a lot of people like trying to shed light on the truth because he is a con man operating in Delphi or claiming to be in Delphi when he's never actually been there. Um, where is this poor lady? Like, she's just like, I think it's him. I honestly do. He has a good show about Delphi murders. He states the facts, no misleading info. Are you kidding me? That's all he's done is misleading info in for the Delphi murders. Like literally, it's disgusting and it's it makes you go, why is his alibi constantly changing? It's like up to like six different alibis, and I'm finding out even more just the other day because he can't keep his lies straight, you know. He did that whole mess with thinking things with Cheyenne. He accused her of horrible things and said them on Reddit, and it's disgusting. Let's see what else. Oh, he just admits that he did it just to be a dick. Like he's like, I'll say I did it. Um, yeah, I did it. Uh, like who does that? Who Okay, let's say that he is like what is motivating him to keep saying that he did it? What is motivating him to tell people like and this is from multiple people now. Okay, just remember that he how I think what he's trying to say to these people is how embarrassed are you going to be when it comes out that I'm the killer and I've hidden plain sight? And what better cover? No one's going to suspect the guy that's trying to get justice for them. These are things that he's told people. Okay. Two children were murdered. He's disrespected the families for since 2017. He has been a totally terror on the case. He's accused multiple and took credit for all kinds of stuff. He's involved himself in the floor fire. He lived there, like he was living, like the what HCC is bringing up with what was her name? Kira, who died, and then he's right there. Michael Lambert, another one that was in South Carolina, like Folly Beach. He just seen Michael Cat just seemed to be right there before the coroner was even there. He's there fake crying on YouTube like there's just suspicious deaths. A family member of his, I believe, died suspicious. There's just so much. Like he his own family has reached out to me saying that they don't feel, I think what it is they don't feel heard by the investigators in Delphi, and but that they believe that he killed Abby and Libby, his own family, and he's a dangerous person. The same family member told me that he beat up his then girlfriend back in the 2007 while pregnant, almost beat her to death. And he also beat up his mother and grandmother. So, and just that he lost his keys out there, like to his handcuffs, and that they picked him up from there. And I could go on and on and on. And at some point, you've got to be kind of like, yeah, I think we need to he was missing at that time. I mean, literally, he said that he was, like he refused to give DNA, just like all kinds of things that implicate themselves, yet he's fighting for justice. Something's not right. And there's something about the way that he faked a Sergeant Kim Riley saying that Garret Kirts has been cleared. That was totally fake. If you listen to it, like you'll see it. Like it's ridiculous. Why? Why is he connected? Why is he the common denominator between so many people? And that's why I was kind of considering reaching out to Aspen and Sunny because they do have a lot of information on like that whole deal. And the common denominator in a lot of that is him of connecting, like he connects like fouts and that kind of stuff. And the Smule, that's why the Smule is like, yes, it's hilarious. And yes, like he cannot fork and sing for nothing, but it's also very troubling because if you go to his Mule account, you will see why. He's who's following him and who he's following are young girls. There's been more recent things coming out where it's him and young girls. There has been people accusing him of being that, and these are all things that are there are receipts to back this stuff up of someone saying that he tried to lure her, and when she brought a friend, he was pissed. Why? Poor Mrs. Meadows and her daughter, who is now deceased. And he sliced Emily's leg open. The He got super weird around the time that the Anthony Shot stuff comes out. He's got to go and report he all of a sudden is the one that that's why they wanted his phone. Like there's just you guys there's just so much. And I know he's given DNA, and I found another comment that he made um about the DNA step, and I found it to be very, very strange. Um I'm trying to remember where I saved it to. Hold on. Let me try to find this because it's the wording that is just just kind of something. Oh, wow. Mm. Yeah, well, that's what I need. I can't do it by myself. I really can't. And I know that, like, and I'm so thankful for the friends that have been trying to help me. It's just hard to like put it all together in like an organized like slideshow presentation and whiting out all the names of people in the groups and things like that is where it's just like it's a lot of freaking work and trying to organize it all. And I appreciate everybody that has been sending me things. It's just still so overwhelming, and I wanted to get this done, and then I will consider really tackling him in the deliberating like Delphi, because just the things that I've mentioned just now, like there is proof of that. I'm not just like running my mouth. Um, it's just tough. It's a tough. All right, let me go and look for this really quick. Okay. Here's one. I'm not going to show it because I haven't whited out all of the people's names that I'm sure do not want to be on YouTube associated with someone that says this. Anthony Greeno. I think I did it, and everyone is blind at the hints. Someone says, "Sorry, Anthony Greeno, but I see no humor in your post." I have no humor anymore. Someone says, "If you do, please have enough sense to not use two precious girls' death as a target of your humor. Please and thank you." But is he being humorous? He says, "I think I did it, and everyone is blind at the hints." Someone says there was others questioned and they wanted DNA and didn't get it from them. Several. I'm one of those. They had already checked my phone's whereabouts and they know where I was at the date in question. They told me why they took my phone. Another time, this is a different one. Names the person that said something. Maybe I was at the High Bridge at 2:15 on 213. Who knows? I don't know why all of these screenshots that I took just like piled up on top of each other. So it's just kind of like weeding through all of them. I still haven't even found the one that I wanted to find. But yeah, I have way too many to be able to find it. Let me see if I can find it in here. So it would have been this week. So like, okay, this is the person that said that he lured. Hold on. I've known Greeno to stalk several women, and since that night, has stalked me on Facebook a few times and messaged me trying to hook up around the time the girls went missing. Greeno also disappeared for a few days, and his family members messaged me and asked if I had heard from him. I believe he resurfaced the day or so after the girls were found, claiming to be assisting in the investigation. He also pretended to be a reporter on this situation and acted like he was assisting. That's still not it though. Um, oh, I think this is it. Nope. Dang it. No, he claims, speaking for them, yes, people have been cleared. Otherwise, the sheriff remains a suspect, as do I. But we know that they don't say anyone's been cleared. They say they've been covered. And I wish I could find that one. It bothers me, like the way that it was worded. Mm. Oh well, not gonna be able to find it. It's too disorganized. I just need like it to overhaul all my stuff because it's just too much. And I couldn't even find the beginning of the one where the person said that he lured them there. It was basically saying something like, they don't have the DNA to they have DNA, but they don't have the DNA that they have is not they can't link the killer to the crime. They have his DNA, but they just can't do anything with it, is the gist of what he was saying. Oh my gosh, I found it. Okay. It's not about him being tipped. Law enforcement was looking for someone who had never no. Um they don't have DNA evidence in Delphi of the killer that directly links it to a suspect. That's and then how he goes on his rants of like basically there's no fingerprint, there his fingerprints aren't encoded, so it's not me. His DNA's not encoded, so it's not me. He's never committed a crime before. He took that and ran with it, and it was all fake. Like all of these things that are just like fake. But we'll go ahead and go out on this little video to have just to go a little bit lighthearted. Of course, it did that. Yeah.
Surrounded by the comfort and protection of the highest power. In lonely hours, the tears devour you. I wanna stand with you on my sea. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down on me.
That's a little terrifying right there. Did I not have my sound on? I hope I did. I did. So, please don't kill me. I know. So, Dan, just for you, I played that a little bit. Does anybody have any questions? I haven't been able to look at the chat hardly at all. When you're not on the screen, you can't see it. So, if anybody has any um last minute things, yeah, he tried, but he did make that. Or is that a parody? Yeah, that's no, that's a parody made by someone very awesome. And so, oh really? Okay, yeah, yeah. She died, not from murder, but an overdose, and she choked. Her name is Melinda, and she is deceased. And he's, and that's the thing when a like a pathological narcissist like doubles down on their lies. They make up even more ridiculous stuff, and they pull people in to try to bolster their claims. And it just gets so outlandish that, but they won't ever admit that they lied. You know. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? I miss you so much. Thank you, but now I'm scared. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl's awesome. Cheryl is one of the strongest, bravest, kindest, toughest women I know. She is a true, for me, she's a hero. And I am a better person for knowing her. Like creating accounts, writing themselves back and forth from the fake account, screenshotting it and sending it as evidence that you didn't ask for. That's always a big clue when someone is like, they immediately, before you even need to know, they are sending, they want it, you know what I mean by that? Justice Inc. I will never forget how strange he acted one night when someone jokingly said he was BG. Wish I could remember which one it was. It stood out to me. Yeah. He asked me, and it was just like that was another thing that was super weird of like, did you ever think that I was the killer? And I was like, yeah. I mean, I had a little file on you, and then, then I reconsidered it because of your the way you look. But since then I've done a lot of like research on our perception and how our brains can fill in what we think we see. And I think that is a big thing that's going on with the stills and then the video. If you really think about it, there is really nothing on the BG that you can see. I know people think that there is, but there really isn't. I mean, you can see what clearly looks like blue jeans, maybe some like brown or black shoes, a blue, what looks to be a blue jacket, um, something hanging out the bottom of it, probably a sweatshirt, some kind of a hat on. Um, the coat looks too big, the pants look too big to me. But other than that, like there is nothing that couldn't be just about anyone. They have taken off the description. So there's not that anymore. Um, let's see what else. Like, but when you really look at it, like there you could put so many different people's body types, people's ethnicity. I mean, just about everything. Like there isn't anything. It's I think what we think we see is because of what the person is wearing. It's made to look like an older guy that is a white man, middle-aged white man. But is that really what we see, or is that what we are perceiving to be seen that's influenced by our social surroundings and many other factors, and filling in the blanks in our own brains? Because I have seen many a photo of Greeno on the bridge as well. And there are some photos where it's just like, wow, because he looks heavier than he actually is. He looks bigger than he actually is because he's wearing bigger clothing. And the way that he carries himself and things like that. Like, but then again, I can also see someone that looks nothing like Greeno, and I see that that person could also be the they look like they could fit as well. So how do you come to terms with that in your own mind, and realizing that it is far away, like, and you are not seeing what you think you see. um it's not possible. It's literally digitally not possible to see his face. You can see like where the eyes are, where the nose is, where the mouth is, but you really can't see even those things as distinctive features. Um, so, like zooming in and using contrast and messing with the it just doesn't do any good. And I think that a lot of people dismiss someone like Greeno because they're like, oh, they look nothing like the person on the bridge, nothing like the person on the bridge, nothing like the sketches. Well, you can research eyewitness testimony and you will be shocked at what five people seeing the same thing, and then they sit down independently with a sketch artist, and the things that they come up with that differ are crazy. There will be like a couple common things, usually with clothing, but other than that, like the person is like completely different. Just research that. Like, there's just like a lot. Um, right. That's reason one. He has other reasons. He claims he also never had Instagram or Snapchat. What just happened? So, that was weird. Um, until this past year, so it couldn't possibly be him. That proves nothing. Yeah. Well, he did have them. So she did pass away. He had already abandoned him. She had already abandoned him when she died. Mel covered it early on in the episodes. He was given up as a toddler. Well, actually, like a baby. Like he was like a year old, right? I think he was a year old. But I've been on since 9, a little after 9. It's 3 hours. I think we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna reach out to some fellow creators and try to get like a collab going. I want to pick someone that I trust and I know wants justice for the girls. So I'm thinking Kristen behind the crime door. True Crime Maria has done some excellent research on this case. Hoosier Cold Cases has. I haven't reached out to any, and I know that Chaotic Beauty, she knows a ton. Um, there are people that cover Delphi though that I'm like, even Sunny Justice and Deb and um, Aspen. Like I think they would be good just for the. But I don't want to get into um the other stuff. So I don't know how to go about that. But I feel like Kristen behind the crime door would be excellent. Obviously, Incog would be excellent. But she's been through the ringer between Greeno and um, Graz. Like I was saying earlier, like he's the common denominator in all of the um, sexist towards women and things that he does. It's him. He's the one that called her the C word. He's the one that keeps doing, having bad behavior. Like I call it like I see it, and I don't care about adversity. I just really don't. And I do care about um, injustice, though. And I care enough about that to not give a fork about the adversity that me taking a stand is going to cause. And you watch. It's because he's been setting the stage for pulling in CSI and like other different women to bolster his claims. He's been playing all these things and then he's gaslighting his chat and like love bombing them and doing all these things when it's really him. It's really him that is the things like he's deflecting it onto other people, but it's actually really him. And so he's probably going to say something similar to, oh, like joined the male cultures, joined the bandwagon of women out against me. Like really listen to what people say and how they say it and how they try to manipulate you. Really, really good book, really easy read. It would help so much in this community. It's a book called Who's Pulling Your Strings? Of being able to identify the person that is pulling your strings, who is just being straight up honest and who is not in your life, and who is trying to covertly coerce you into stuff, who is the one that is doing that. And I highly suggest that he not do his video on True Crime Maria. I think it's absolute disgusting. And he is and this whole thing, when you hear someone say these words, and I recently heard them, and I didn't say anything, and I kind of was like, man, like I wasn't proud of myself in that moment. Am I going to dwell on it and this like self hatred? No. But like when you hear people saying, well, if they do if they do this, then I'm going to do this. And I didn't want to have to do this, guys. I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to, but they're forcing my hand. No, no, no. You can choose to be the bigger person and not take what's not real life. Well, it is real life. You can be the bigger person and not take people's dox people and reveal things just because at one time you were friends with them. That's not okay. Yes, Shanda, it does. Hiding in plain sight. I know this is about power to you, and you want to know what we know, and one day you will. Um, I can't remember how it went, but you're maybe here in this room. We believe you are hiding in plain sight. I must have that whole thing memorized. Yep, Shanda, you're right. Same here. All right, guys, and I'll probably be live. Um, ooh, okay. Um, I'll probably go live again because I do have an announcement and I'm gonna hold off if I get overexcited and so, but it should be pretty cool. And I'm gonna have a guest come on and we're gonna show what we've been working on behind the scenes. And I'm thinking maybe Sunday. If not Sunday, then early next week. So hopefully, and then we'll kind of, I wanted to kind of do some going through systematically, like starting some of those videos that I've been saving of clips. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful night and y'all have a good one.